here's the thing. The insurance company doesn't control what's in the flood zone or if you have to have insurance. It's the mortgage company that determines if they are requiring you to have flood insurance. And I get that question actually often from realtors. And it may be 3 acres, 5 acres, whatever it is, 10 acres. But generally I can tell. What I do is I look up on the flood map, FEMA flood, and I think it's MSC, M as in Mark, sc.fema.gov. You can go there and look up your address and see.
Yeah, it'll tell you. It'll tell you what type of flood zone or non-zone you're in.
It doesn't. If you look it up and you have an X as a flood zone, you're not in a flood zone. If it's any other letter, you're in a flood zone.
Right.
Doesn't matter. Now, the letters determine on what kind of flood zone you're in, but you're in a flood zone. But anyway, the realtors will call, well, it's only like the back 10 feet. And you pull up the map and they're surrounded by a flood zone. And it's just like 2 or 3 houses that are just high enough that they're not in a flood zone. I'm like, you're not going to win this battle. You might as well just go ahead and bite the bullet. Now, the good thing is that sometimes you need to get you can get a elevation certificate from an engineer, which means they come out and literally see how high up you are.
Right.
Sometimes it'll show, but the reality is it's really up to the
mortgage company.
The mortgage company if they want you to have flood zone or not. But going back to your question, no rising groundwater. So if you have a part of your yard floods every time it rains really hard and it comes into the house, that's not covered on homeowners.